You could say she was a sex fiend. I met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating with a magazine. She said, "How'd you like to waste some time?" And I could not resist when I saw little Nicky grind. The castle started spinning, or maybe it was my brain. I can't tell you what she did to me, but my body will never be the same. Hey, Richard Traeger, the doctor's here. Anakin's in. John Rivera landing the paranormal dude GMG. Go Core. Tyshawn is back. Member Berries is in. ISO J. Henry's here. Jeff the Slender. Jeff Borowak. Excuse me, Willie's in. Colton, I saw Wolverine, then I got ahead of me. Finner, HD said Jill's back. Lix is in. It's Stan. Joe's here. Hee haw! I love Ivan. Monsieur Latruy, King Charizard, Gone is here. Alex is here. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be bitty good. I love Free for All Fridays. I was that Johnny Cash song is one of my favorite. Oh, Chris Christopherson wrote it. Yeah, Paranormal Gaming. Yeah, he did. Chris Christopherson was talented. I mean, everybody remembers him, for his acting, but yeah, he was a talented singer-songwriter, especially songwriter. Okay, berries. Excuse me, Darling Nikki. Yeah, David. It's from the Purple Rain album. Good, wacky song, but really good, especially in the context of the movie. It was really well done when he was just trying to get inside her head and everything. And God, what was her name, you guys? The love interest there. Oh shit, I can't remember. She was so goddamn hot in her day. What the hell? And that's actually a name I know. I can't think of it. One of you guys will think of it. Would do reaction videos for Chris Chan? I have no idea what that is, Bob. No clue. Chocolate Rain, Gone says. No idea. No idea who that is. Me, good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Member Barry says, Uncle Sam fucked up big, so a few months ago my mom got her Trump bucks. Yeah. Me and my brother weren't supposed to get anything, but last night me and my brother got $1,200. Oh shit, those are the kind of surprises you like. Usually when the government's involved in a surprise, it's not good. That's pretty cool. Man, that's just like going out and finding some cash. That's the best. Your Super Reaction series was great. Oh, well, thanks, Ice Man. Oh, Super was so fun. Stan says, not to bring it down, but what's your thoughts on the tragic racial death? The man that got knelt on to death? Oh, that's inexcusable. I mean, absolutely inexcusable, particularly when you consider, the guy was already incapacitated and cuffed. I have no idea how you allow something like that to happen. I mean, at what point did you... And I'm not somebody who comes out against the cops, but you didn't believe him when he said he couldn't breathe? I mean, you had your knee on his neck, on his carotid. What the fuck? That's beyond explanation. Chrome says, reaction videos for Chris Chan? Oh, good. He's a crazy guy. The internet literally knows everything about his life. He's the most documented man in history, creator of Sony. Oh, really? Oh, jeez. I see. Now, that one completely went by me, Chrome. No idea. Huh. I saw the locals had 17 prior complaints with that officer. Really? Yeah, I hadn't seen... actually, it's been crazy. I've been putting so much time into the things I'm doing here and trying to get the 3D modeling set up and everything. I've been really slacking on staying on top of the news. I mean, I see the headlines, but I haven't been reading the finer details. Willie says, I come from a family of cops, and even me and my family think that was inexcusable. Sure. Again, because you weren't trying, he wasn't resisting. You weren't trying to take him down anymore. He was down. He was in handcuffs on the ground. He could have just easily knelt next to him with his hand on his shoulder or something. So, if he were to move, he could have taken him down. He certainly didn't need to have a knee on his neck. That's crazy. Iceman says, I love your wrestling references during the reactions. Yeah, it's amazing how often wrestling can have, well, at least in my mind, have some pertinence to other things. Omegle, Eli, I'd done a couple Omegle videos since everybody just didn't seem to really be too interested in it. Cthulhu says Sasuke was the GOAT. Orochi wants the GOAT. Wait. Good old Orochimaru. him and Popo could start like a perv society of some sort or something, I think. Chrome says Chris-chan was also notoriously racist and homophobic. He was an autistic virgin, I can't speak, who made a Sonic OC combining Sonic and Pikachu. Sega knows about him. He's now been convinced by 4chan to turn trans. Oh my god. Really, Chrome? Yeah, I completely missed all this. Gon says Chris-chan also came up with... Oh, that's what she was talking about. Bundy to a character combined... Oh, no. Different one. Combining Ted Bundy, Sonic, and Pikachu. Because in his words, Ted Bundy was innocent. Oh, he sounds like a winner. Chris sounds like somebody you want to hang out with. And by turn trans, he means we're a unicorn head and a long wig, Lex says. Usually I'm fairly, if anything gets, I'm on social media, on the internet all the time for different things. Usually I don't miss something that's this well known. I completely whiffed on this one. There will be lots of sticky stuff tonight. Peter says, yeah. Brian says, I'm glad to be watching in PA for the first time since being back. Oh, glad you're home. This mouse with red suspenders can leave me alone and all, but man, I love being back. Yeah, it's nice to be home, isn't it, Brian? When you're gone for a while, yeah. Even when you left to do something that you wanted to do, it's still always fun when you get back home. Bob Jones says, and Chris Hansen might investigate Chris-chan. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised because again, usually usually something that big, I've at least heard of it. And no, this I didn't know about at all. Chrome says for decades, today's a rough day for speaking. For decades, he's wrote a Sony Chu comic that's basically the story of his life. He also has a gaping septic cyst down there that he thinks is a vagina growing could kill him. What the fuck? Holy shit. This dude is almost golden level fucked up. A new trailer for Attack on Titan Season 4 is out. Is it, Gerardo? It's funny you say that. You know how I was just telling you guys I haven't had time to really keep up on things like I typically try to do. I saw Attack on Titan trending earlier, and to be honest, I completely forgot about it until just now. I was going to go in and see why. That's got to be why. Oh, I got to go check that out. Absolutely got to do that out. Check that out. Gigamax says there's an online docu about him, and it's 16 plus hours of content, and we're only up to 2011. Never have I been more fascinated by someone ever. This is amazing. I knew nothing about this. As far as I can remember, I hadn't even heard of him before. Excuse me. Wow. John said, did you hear the news or see the video where these racist assholes shot and killed a black man because he somewhat resembled a suspected robber in the area? Turned out to be innocent. Oh, the one where the two hillbillies hunted him or chased him down? Yes, I have. No, my arcade tickets are all expired. God damn it, Golden is the best dad ever, Goku Black says. Lick says he once stole a batch of stray kittens from their mother and got them killed because he didn't want to take them to the vet. Jesus Christ. And I'm not a cat person by any means, but that might be just a little bit extreme. Stephen Clark? I don't know what you mean, Ultra Instinct Roblox. WJ says, I hate Chris-chan. He let pets die. Yeah, that's what somebody was just saying. Due to neglect. If you don't want to do the work, you don't deserve a damn pet. He can't even take care of himself. This guy sounds freaking, over the top bizarre. I'll have to look into more of this. Daniel Gonzalez says Chris-chan has more documents than George Washington. Big Barry says, what if we tried an Omegle meetup? We all get on Omegle and set our interests to Swazzo's comedy or something similar. I've seen other YouTubers do it and have good results. Yeah, we tried, I think a couple times we tried similar things when we used to do the Omegle videos, Barry's. We'd set up I know one time, just to troll and be a dick, we were all going to meet up. And I said, okay, see if you guys can find me the keyword to put in the interest is penis. So everybody had to wade through seas of penises to see if we could find each other. Brian says, are you for or against what Dr. D. David Schultz did to John Stossel? No, that's stupid. I mean, I go way back in the business too. You always heard stuff about it being fake and everything, but you're gonna slap down a guy that's like, what, 160 pounds lighter than you, and you know, when as in that time frame when you were gonna have any type of expose or any type of reporting done on the business, they were gonna ask you if it's all fake. Doctor, no, nah. You don't fucking slap somebody down. If you wanted to try and scare them or something like that, that's still a dick move, but would have been funny. But actually whacking him over that, come on. Nah, he went way too over the top. Because it was a Sonic Goose the Chew. Hey, Dimmy, good to see you, pal. I am doing well. Glad you're in here with us, pal. I don't know a lot about Onision, Bob. I mean, I know, unlike this Christian, I know who Onision is and everything. I don't want to shit on him because I don't know him well enough, but the reason I don't know him well enough is a little bit I know of him I don't like. So rather than irritate myself, antagonize myself by getting to know him more, I've just always just stayed away from him. I like, what do you got? Oh, I have like zero interest in him. So I don't, other than the fact that my initial impression of him is that he's kind of a douchebag. That's why I stayed away. Paint Laser says, my avocado is not dissimilar to a pineapple. Okay. I know, Michael. Oh, you're in Minneapolis, Michael? Oh, it's getting freaking hairy there. I don't understand, though. See, well, of course, it's not the majority of them. But when you have a protest like that and you let the extremist portion of it get out of hand, you hurt your cause. I mean, stealing from Target in no way does anything to try and bring around about social justice changes. It just makes the protesters look bad. That's what gets unfortunate. And I know it's just a small portion of them that do it, but that's one of the things that makes any type of real change that difficult. It's too bad. Persona, Chris Hansen is going after Onision? Oh, really? For real? I didn't know that. Yeah, like I say, I never really got too interested in him because my initial impressions of him were that he was just a douchebag. Let's put it that way. And so I just never bothered with him. Michael says some of them are just protesting to steal something. And that's unfortunate because, again, it hurt if you could have good organized protests and stay with them day after day. That's how change happens. When violence starts erupting out of it and more innocents get victimized, because Target may be a major corporation, but listen, they had nothing to do with that. And, you know, you're going to steal from them and burn down local shopkeepers' buildings. It sends entirely the wrong message about trying to get some positive change taken care of. Arthur says, Trump executive order monitoring social media users. A-hole cops hurting image of all cops. Opportunistic looters. I think I need to expedite my Japan move. Arthur, I don't think anybody would blame you at this point. That's for goddamn sure. Japan, listen, I'd be anxious to go with you, but Japan doesn't let hardly anybody in. It's tough to get in over there. Well, see, you're already making the right moves, though, because you're learning the language and everything. Wolverine says assault Brax upon his return. I will if he comes back in. I will. WJ says LA riots all over again. Looks very similar. Yeah, eerily similar. Omega says, I was going to ask what's happening in Minneapolis, but I get it now. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I mean, and at the very least, they fired these guys. In the past incidents like this have happened, they put them on they put him on leave, paid leave, basically. I understand what the protesters are saying. These guys should be arrested, and absolutely. And again, I tend to lean. I have had a lot of friends who are cops over the years, towards seeing their side of things, but there is no side to be seen here. At least the guy whose knee was on the neck should have absolutely been arrested by now, because again, I just don't understand it. He's in cuffs on the ground. Why are you restraining him in any overly forceful manner? It wasn't necessary, and especially if the guy's saying, "Hey, I can't breathe. I can't breathe." You know, if you don't respect that, that's just an absolute disregard for human life. Berries, can we play Tickle Nuts? Props if you remember Tickle Nuts. I wish I did remember it. What? I mean, I think I know how to play Tickle Nuts. It sounds like something I would like to do. Oh, Hanson already investigated Onision and fucked it up, Gon says. Wow, I didn't know about that. Bob Jones says react to Chris Chan documentaries. Now we need. I don't know that that's something I want to react to. I wouldn't mind going up and reading up on it now from what you guys have said. But typically a documentary, I don't think that's going to make for a good reaction video. John says, hey, Curtis, quick question. Will you be uploading more gaming on this channel and another channel? So it gets, that's a lot of questions. First of all, I don't know. Eventually, there will be more games on here. As far as what games, who knows? I won't be uploading to any other channels, though. The only uploading gets done is this one and the Goosh. They, our gaming channel, they devastated and everything with all the changes YouTube made. So, Jill, the other officer is just as responsible. He stood guard when people tried to get close, push him away, and shit. Accessory to murder, it's all fucked up. No, and that could legitimately be charged. But what I'm saying to Jill is just, it seems like there's enough video evidence of the guy that's on his neck. I mean, because it is still America, and they still have rights too. There's enough video evidence right there to arrest him. Now, I can see if you're going to arrest the others, it might take a process because, as you always do in those cases, you have to investigate. And if, like what you're saying is true, then you arrest him. But my point is, the guy whose knee was on his neck, the video alone is clearly enough evidence to arrest him. Joe says, was thinking about moving in with my boyfriend in Cleveland. Man, U.S. cops are scary. Well, it's like anything else, though, too, Joe. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. All cops are certainly not like that. Again, I've known a lot of cops over the years. Hell, done a lot of traveling over the years. And it's like any other profession. You run into great people, you run into assholes. I told you guys, I used to spend most every weekend in New York City working, driving motor coach. And so I was interacting with the cops all the time. And I got nothing but good things to say about New York City police. They were always really decent people. Polite, help you out wherever they could. I mean, it just, you just never know. There's always going to be bad in with any group, I guess. Cop who was kneeling with his hand in his pocket like he didn't have a care in the world too. Yeah, and like I say, Nolan, I just can't wrap my brain around it because the guy is handcuffed and on the ground. And again, I understand. Okay, what you're trying to do is make sure that he doesn't get up trying to escape. Well, simple enough to do that with your hand on his shoulder. He ain't gonna go anywhere. And especially when the guy starts yelling, "I can't breathe." Dimmy says the guy who was on his neck used to work with the guy he was on at a nightclub. Really? I hadn't heard that. No shit. Dimmy, I can't get it. I can't wrap my brain around it. What at what, at no point did it click into this guy that, hey, I'm really hurting this dude? And wasn't he getting arrested for, and I'm not sure if this is true or not. Didn't he have some counterfeit bills or something? Especially, I mean, it's not like you just took the guy down after he went on a shooting spree or something where you had those concerns for your life. If his crime was passing off some counterfeit bills, yikes. Itachi. His knee was still there after he was dead too. Sad. It is. It's horribly, frighteningly sad. That's why I just wish. I mean, I completely understand the protesters out there. It'd be nice if they could control their extreme factions so you don't take away from the overall effect of the protest by having people running out of Target with big screens. M says there are good and bad in any group. Absolutely. Can't lump them all into the same category. The unfortunate part is the corrupt ones ruin it for the good ones. That's just logical. Right. Same and exact same thing, like you say with the cops, can be said for the protesters. Most of them are out there wanting to affect some positive change. You can't lump them in with the lunatics that are just using this poor guy's death as an excuse to furnish their house with a big flat screen from Target. It is sad. Nolan says the knee placed on the ribs would have done the job. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know how much you don't want to move when someone's their knee rests against your ribs? Right, Nolan. And at least the part of the video I saw, it didn't look to me like the guy was, at that point, it looked like he was subdued. I again, that's just my impression, and like everybody else, I just saw that one video. But he didn't look like somebody who was a flight risk or anything. It looked like he was like, okay, fuck it, you got me type thing. So I don't understand the knee to the neck. It seems like he could have easily just, not even used the knee at all, just had a hand on shoulder or something. I don't get it. Barry says next post, okay. Michael says, screw it, we need the infinite Tsukuyomi. There you go. Absolutely. Oh, I do remember that now that you say it, Barry's. Tickle Nuts is from Brandon Rogers' A Day at the Beach video when Sebastian and Ignacio were hiding from hall monitor Helen in the tattoo parlor. I remember that now. That's what happens to me. Oh, it's funny with the memory issues. I can always tell when it's related to the post-concussion as opposed to just being an old fart. Because now, when I read that, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that scene. Which means it's just related to being an old fart. If it's something that blanks out because of that post-concussion, it's just gone. You could have described it to me 17 times. I'd be like, nope, never saw that. But yeah, now that you say that, I remember that one. Omega says, unfortunately, the more people get involved, the harder it becomes to control them. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, the reason I don't want to see the violence is it hurts what they're trying to accomplish overall. Because it tends to make people go, well, okay, well, you know, the cop did something horrific, and to protest it, you guys are doing horrific things to innocent people, and it deadens the blow a little bit. Uncle Ruckus says, hey man, I absolutely love your reactions. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. I hope to see your channel grow big. Well, thanks, Uncle Ruckus, I appreciate that. Oh, good old Uncle Ruckus. I've got to watch some more episodes of that show. Gone says, meeting Chris Chan would be interesting. The smell would be unimaginable. Oh. Persona says, I know that this is only a small portion of cops but this seems to be a recurring thing over in the U.S. I don't want to be generalizing, but as a brown guy, I can't help being afraid of U.S. police. Well, I will say this, Persona. Statistically speaking, and even in my own personal experiences, it is an issue, but I don't know if this is comforting or not. It's certainly an issue for people of all colors, because I know of a lot of white people who have been victimized by cops and not different races, white cops, white people. I think it's just a matter of you got some bad eggs. Now, absolutely, could some of the cops' motivations be racial? Absolutely, I'm not saying they don't. But I think a lot of times they're just bad people. It's with this guy, I don't know what his motivation was, but unfortunately, we have some cops who go into that line of work, get a real strong, I'm a badass type feeling, and I think regardless of what color the person was on the ground, he might have left that knee on the neck. That's, again, I don't want to poo-poo away anybody's concerns, but I think it's just bad, for the most part, the cops that do these things are just bad people, not necessarily racist. But although, again, I'm sure some of them are. Just throw 2020 away, Dimmy says. Yeah, I agree. Cthulhu says his soul will be mine when he dies. Yum num num. Num 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 num. That's a yes to playing Tickle Nuts, so you first. YouTube is monitoring what we are saying. Andrew, it seems like more and more companies would like to be monitoring a lot of what we do. Nolan says they're rioting because they wouldn't be heard. Otherwise, a BS argument. I see a lot too, considering the entire country is pissed about what happened, and POTUS got the FBI investigating. Well, that's my point too, Nolan. If they would stop creating violence themselves, it would help their own cause. But again, in fairness, like we say, you can't judge all cops by the bad ones. You can't judge all the protesters by a few bad ones in that group too. So it's tough. I mean, it's the bad ones in any situation that get the most attention. Let's see. Persona says, I didn't mean to be generalizing. I do support the police. Oh, no, I understand what you're saying for the most part, and I'm against the stigma against them. I meant there was more of an irrational fear for them. No, I know what you're saying. And the thing of it is, because, and I understand why, because people of color have been victimized so many times by police. That's what obviously is going to get the most attention from the media. And the reason I say that, all I'm saying is, as a brown person, I don't think, for the most part, you need to be more concerned because of your skin color, but there is a concern that needs to be there because there are some assholes in that force. That's unfortunate. I've a couple different times, not to anything to that degree, I've been hassled by cops. I'm as white as they get, and both times it was white cops, and they were just assholes. Just pulling you over for basically in both instances, no real reason, and I'm being polite with them, and everybody gets pulled over here or there, typically if you're polite and you go about your business. But I've had a couple instances where they were just complete and total dicks. The one guy made me get out of the car and everything. I don't remember what it was for, a tail light out or something like that. It was just drunk on power. So unfortunately, there's just assholes within the groups. And in fairness, again, as I said, just like my New York City experiences, met a lot of cops that were really just good dudes. Barry says this week's cave recording is going to be spicy. A lot to cover. Might have to make it a long one. That's what she said. Yeah, well, we still got to loop back because I want to talk about the ultimate Biden gaffe there. And, of course, we'll be talking about everything going on in Minnesota. Yeah, there's a lot to cover. Chrome says, honestly, the idea of meeting Chris Chan in person is terrifying. He's a super creepy man-child who lives off the government. He calls it his tugboat. Voice mix of a child and a serial killer. Yikes. Can we please stop trying to pretend the rioters are connected to the protesters? They don't care. They're just there to burn shit. The protesters are separate. Beat the rioters and the cop. Well, you can't say they're not connected, Chrome, because they're using the protest as their means to get out there and commit these acts, the same way the cops are using those badges to get out there and commit those acts. So they are connected. Again, they're the lunatic fringe, just like the same with the cops. They're the bad eggs in the basket, but they're definitely connected. I was already told to give you a beating when you came back. Okay. Joe says, sorry I haven't been around lately due to sex. Rookabiro. Okay, Joe, I will. Due to sex, that's always a good thing. He's back there. I just got him, Wolverine. Just got him. Of course, they're not all bad, but from a psychological perspective, Joe says, I think that this profession is especially attracted to people who like to abuse their authority, just like these. Oh, I think there's some truth to that, Joe. Yeah. Yep. I think there is. I think you have a significant number of police who just really genuinely want to protect people. And I think you have a hopefully less significant number who, just like you say, I don't know, maybe they felt like they're never in control in their lives. Maybe they were the ones bullied growing up, but they just feel like they're going to get some sort of power from it. Yeah, I think both of those things clearly exist. Dimmy says, hello, according to Biden, I'm not black because I'm voting for Trump. So hello, fellow white man. Yeah, Dimmy. And the thing of it is, Dimmy, of all things, I mean, we understand Biden's a gaffe machine. And I've told you guys before, even though we don't align politically on a lot of things, I always liked Joe Biden. But he had the huge percentage of the vote from people of color. All you have to do is not say something stupid. They already want to vote for you. How the hell? Oh, I'll tell you, when he said that, I had seen the quote. You ain't black was trending on Twitter, and so I just happened to open up Twitter. I see you ain't black, and it's trending with Joe Biden. I'm like, okay, well that has to be somebody on the right put something together, some sort of meme or something to antagonize Biden. And then when I started reading what it was, it's like, no, he didn't really say that. And yeah, he did. Omega says, the first thing I saw upon getting on the internet is people are burning down a police station. Had a what the fuck moment. It's, as others have observed, Omega, 2020, for the year 2020, I guess, just nothing should surprise us anymore. We should be ready for it to all end. To be honest with you, Cthulhu says, "Kick the baby." Wow, that was an early South Park episode with Ike. Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby, Ike. Unity Play says, "Hey man, I watched all of your ERB reactions. I hope they make more for us to watch." Yeah, I'm a patron of theirs. I haven't been over to their Patreon in ages though. I should go over and look and just see what notifications they've been posting and stuff. Sometimes you get a little inside information as to what might be coming. WJ says, remember, Curtis, they can't search your car without a warrant. Even if you have nothing to hide, it's still the principle of private property. Right, unless there's probable cause. Yeah, they have to be able to prove that probable cause. No, and like I say, with me, it never came to that. It's just that you could tell with some of the police, it's just what we were talking about. Some of them have attitudes of, the badge is what makes them tough type thing. Ocho says 2020 needs to chill. It sure as shit does. Jesus Christ. I missed the super chat, Wolverine? Okay, hold on. Let me check. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Wolverine. I didn't see it. Do it again. I want my money's worth. Okay. One more divorce Spaz Kid. He takes a beating every day in here. He comes in during the street. He's already flinching.
Come
on. Chrome says, Little Christian fact. A robot bear conductor at the age of 10 convinced him to change his name from Christopher to Christian because it misheard his name. He also thinks he's a trans lesbian. Oh my god. This guy sounds like he's a party, though. Sajil says, I can see why cops can be a bit racist. It's the animosity between the black community and cops that's the problem. Think about songs like Fuck the Police, there's going to be a bloodbath, cops dying in LA. Yeah, it is unfortunate. It is. It's... And, some of the times, too, it's... Because you see some of the incidents between police and the public are black officer and black citizen. So it's, I don't know. It's just a really, really complicated issue. But again, I don't think anybody gets benefit by innocent people getting victimized. Speaking of Patreon, Barry says they're starting to charge sales tax across the country, not just certain states anymore. Just got the email last night. Yeah, Barry, is that? Well, that's what I sent out. It's not them. It's the state. They're being forced to do this. It's not like Patreon is looking to charge people more. It's the same with. I'm sure you guys have seen same way I have. A lot of internet purchases through Amazon, things like that. A lot of purchases that didn't used to have tax on them now are taxed. And it's only a matter of time. The government's going to come get every goddamn cent they can from us. They're not going to miss out on an opportunity. Jacqueline says, do you know there's a football player called... Now, is it Jesus or Jesus? Corona. I mean, not rugby with padding. No, I didn't. Corona? Oh, that's... Yeah, unfortunate. John says, I'm guessing mass riots in every state for June, and in July, since Independence Day is that month, well, you already know, aliens are going to fuck us. Again, the way 2020 is gone, I put nothing out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, me either, Omega. He says, I don't know this Christian, but he sounds like he belongs in a padded room. Me either. This is the first I've heard of him. Padded room may not be enough. It sounds like he might chew his way out or something, or chew off his foot or something. Anime Dolphin says, grew up in Camden, New Jersey, so I've seen these things. Hey, all the time growing up. I got away with things my black friends couldn't even when we got caught together. Well, yeah, and well, I don't have to tell you, Anime, how rough. Well, I don't know how old you are. I was gonna say how rough Camden's gotten, but you're probably young enough that you grew up in a time when it was always rough. Yeah, Jersey, parts of, well, all of Jersey. I was gonna say Central, but there's a lot of parts of Jersey. Newark have gotten really rougher than the majority of New York City. I mean, New York City was always known as a rough place, and Jersey's tough. But again, like Anime Dolphin says, if you grow up in a place like Camden, I'm sure you can't help but see things like that take place, where you see that the immediate suspicion is there for people of color. Demi says, yeah, some cops are trash. One cop saw an Arizona can in my cup holder and was threatening to make me do a sobriety test. See, I don't know. It's unfortunate that there's no way to weed out in the hiring process the people who are on a power trip as opposed to the people who are doing this job because they honestly want to make a difference. You know, they honestly want to protect people. It's unfortunate. I mean, because we see so many bad things about cops, but there's so many good things they do as well, but they just doesn't get the national coverage that the bad things do. Anyone going to talk about Trump's executive order? It's scary. Well, it could be. It depends, Arthur. See, the way I look at that too, though, is the social media platforms are getting to have the best of both worlds. They're getting to editorialize without any of the responsibilities of editorialization. So I don't necessarily feel too bad for them, because what they're doing is they're saying that they're not a publisher, but yet they're taking the actions of a publisher by trying to direct the conversation. So I don't know. That's a tough one. You could sense that regardless of who was in office, though. I think that was going to become an issue as Twitter, Facebook, they all got bigger and bigger anyway. Chrome says, Opie and Anthony have talked... I haven't heard them in ages. Have talked about Chris John before. He's also made the news multiple times since he was 12. When he won a Sonic contest, home got burned down once and he tried running over a guy. Jesus Christ. Wow. Are there, WJ says, but social media does engage in censorship and does play favorites. Spaz boys have to deal with it constantly. The abuse of their power stuff. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if it's a tough, tight wire to walk, but you don't get to collect all the rewards of a certain designation without also accepting the responsibilities of that designation. Next post is breaking news. Barry says, well put, Joe. Speaking of incompetent law enforcement, Impel Down. It's funny. Warden shits a lot. That's a pretty badass ability, but there are some incompetent law enforcement officers in there, and the poor drone dudes in Impel Down. You know the guys with the masks that hang in their face and all that shit. They're just fodder. Every time they show up, they just get the ever-loving shit kicked out of them. Let me see. Barry says, "Oh, they just arrested the cop who had his knee on Floyd's neck. They're supposedly charging him with manslaughter or something similar." Well, completely get that. Again, I understand there needs to be more investigation before you determine what to do about the others cops who were there. But to me, that video was plenty damning enough to get that guy arrested, without a doubt. Chrome says, "Oh, nice. So they are doing something about him. Good." Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, and I know typically, and this goes for even us regular citizens, they do have to make a case before they arrest people on something. So that's why I can understand with the others that there still needs to be more investigation done. But to me, if I had gotten in a street fight with somebody, and there was video of me after having won the fight, and my knee's still on his neck, and the dude going, I can't breathe, and I refused to let him up, I would have been arrested just on the basis of that video. So let's do it. Now the others, again, you got to investigate everything that went on. But yeah, no, that's good. That's good. He should have been arrested. Absolutely. Good. Lick says, this is that Christian. At one point he was convinced the world was going to merge with the world in his Sonic fanfic. Oh boy. Yahoo. Boop. Boop goosh. I'm sure aliens were planning on coming this year, Dr. Richard Traeger says, but they landed in Papa Franco's garden. It was time to get the fuck out of here. Doing good, Vincent. Doing real good. So Jill says, me and this girl, Emily, smoked some weed. Whoop. Hold on just a second, Noble. Let me finish what I was reading there. Smoked some weed and went for a drive. It was her idea. We see a cop car and she gets really scared. I'm like, bitch, I'm the one who's driving and the one who's not white. I'm the brown guy. Let me get scared. Yes, Jill. Nova Tatsu says, hey man, one of my local bars is in danger of closing due to this pandemic. That's sad. The staff and owners are amazing and they need help, and I don't want to see them lose business. Could you please help spread the crowdfunder? I don't think anybody'd have a problem with that. I feel bad about any of these small businesses that are going to lose everything, potentially lose everything because of the pandemic. Post a link. I'll repost it here. Oh wait, oh shit! It doesn't let you guys post links, does it? I don't know. You guys got to tell me because I can't remember now. Can you guys post links or can't post links? I can't remember because I'm always on this end of the user experience, so I'm never sure. But I'd be happy to post it. John says about incompetent law enforcement. What about the Anbu Black Ops? These guys are Anbu Black Ops. These guys are made out to be directly under the Hokage. Whenever they're on screen, they get bitch slapped. Only a small exception. No, can't links. Shit. Shit. How can we do that then? Online retail business. Oh, that's the place to be. Goku Black. Only mods can post links. Oh, okay. Okay, Chrome says if you post it in the Discord with an everyone tag, she'll post it here, and then we'll we'll repost it a couple different times if that works for you. Yeah, because otherwise I don't know how to get the link from you. Yep, put it right in Discord. God damn it! I hit the wrong button. God damn it. Dimmy says, but on another note, a cop saw me lighting my bong on the porch. My heart nearly sunk into my testicles, but he told me to just take it in the house. That's what I mean. It's it's so. I guess it's true in any line of work. Somebody else brought up, I think it was Joe, or somebody brought up teachers. Same thing. You have some that are just dedicated to the profession and want to do everything they can do to try and help you get ahead, and then there are others that are like there for a paycheck and you're just an annoyance in their way. Yeah, that's similar to things I've experienced, Dimmy. I mean, as far as I don't have the issues that a person of color might have in dealing with the police, but just in their attitudes. Some of them just seem like they're there for the right reasons. They just want to help. And then there are others that are just there because somebody in their gym class pulled their underwear up over their head and now they're going to get back at the world. Noah says it's called 21 and All Grown Up on Crowdfunder. Okay, let me see if I can look that up real quick. 21 and All Grown Up on Crowdfunder. Let's see if I can find it. Crowdfunder. Okay. Search. 21 and All Grown Up. What the hell? Oh, doesn't let you put in that many. What the heck? And all. I'm getting no results, pal. Let's see. 21. Yeah, it's giving. As soon as I put in a number, it's giving me. What the fuck? No results. This is a weird search engine. I don't know. Can anybody else? I don't want to be away from the chat too long. Browse company. Well, I don't want to browse companies. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. This. Oh, get funded. Let me go under get funded. I was in the wrong section, but I can't find. Now they don't have a search. You know what? Let me just do a general search of crowdfunder. 21 and all. Let's see if this takes me to it. Grown up. I think I got it. All grown up. Worsley, England. Now is this? Hold on. I think I might have the wrong one. Is this in the UK? And it, I thought it, is this in the UK, Novatatsu? And is it something for services for young children? Because that's what I'm finding when I search that. So let me know if that's what it is, and I'll post a link. Next post, Arthur says. Where'd you go, Arthur? Come on. I don't know why I went Popeye right there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but Trump's EO puts regulation on social media over to a federal agency. It blatantly said they will have the power to put users on watch lists on association and track activity off the platform. Well, that I'd have to look into. Yeah, I'm never for government overreach, Arthur. And to be perfectly honest with you, I just know the details of what he said he was going to do. I haven't seen the actual executive order itself. So yes, well, you guys know me. I'm never for government overreach. So if that's the case, then we might have a little bit of a problem there. Oh, it is a bar. I wonder why I'm getting that. Because I all grown up limited and 21. I'm not finding anything else. And Crowdfunder themselves, really, their search engine is terrible. Let me look at this. Okay, browse. I don't want to browse companies. Yeah, as soon as I put in the number 21, it's put sorry, no results found. Please try again. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know, pal. Nova, I'm having a hell of a time with that. I can't seem to find it anywhere. If you can get a direct link to us in any way at all. Oh, you got it? You got it? All right, hold on. Chrome found it. Oh, there it is. I wonder why it wouldn't show up for me. God damn it. Okay, I got it. Here we go, guys. This is a D-Link. Oh, Jack Queen's got it too. So here it comes again. Crowdfunder in the UK. All right. Now we got it. Chrome, how the hell did you find that? I was searching all over the goddamn place. I couldn't get it. I got Crowdfunder right up here and everything. You're pissing me off. Oh, maybe because I'm not logged in? No, it shouldn't affect the search engine. Oh, you put it in the Discord. Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I was wondering, it's like, I've been searching everything. I can't fucking find it. Hold on a second. Let me check something else. Okay. Yeah, I've got that. Before we pack it in, I'll post it again, too, as long as I remember. Let's see. Chrome smart, Chrome good. Chrome smart, Chrome good, Chrome nice. I do that voice. That's not really that far from the truth for me anyway. Chrome says also Chris Chan is a more wild ride than the One Piece, Curtis. Here's a pic of Chris Chan. You got to see what he looks like. Okay, let me look at that. You knew it. Shit. Now you tell me this can't be found. Don't be an asshole, Google. No, I'm getting this pbs.twimg.com page can't be found, Chrome. Yeah, ain't gonna give it to me. Let's see. What if let me copy and paste it. See if that works. Nope. I still get it can't be found. I'm having no luck with links today. None. Chrome, SMRT. I am so smart. SMRT. Till the end of time says, hey, hi Curtis, I'm with my dad and I found his porn magazine. Score! Yeah! That's always, when you're young, that's always a no moment when you stumble upon the stash. Yeah. Nolan, Trump, stop shutting people up because you don't like their views. Lefties who are constantly trying to shut people up because they don't like their views. That's against the First Amendment. Yeah, that's... That all goes back to the basic concept that we all know that this country's never, ever been more divided than it is right now. It's just gotten insane. Musta Kills says, a week ago I didn't hold the door open for a lady and she said, I guess chivalry is dead. So I challenged her to physical combat. I was the better fighter. Now that sounds like a golden story right there. That's pretty good. Hi, Morgan. No, I'm glad to see you in with us. Yeah, I tried it both ways. Well, here I can just search them. I don't know why it's not working. Let me just go to images. Oh boy. He's got a wide variety of looks. Yeah, this kid might have some serious issues. Yikes. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Michael says a cop was just exposed for starting most of the riots here. Have they verified yet that though, Michael? I saw that, but I didn't see if they verified it was him. It was just, he said, she said type stuff. If it's true, that's really fucked up. That's, oh my God. Your PC was trying to protect you, Gone says. That could be it. I've had this computer long enough now. It's like, no, bro, please, you don't, no. Hey, cool boy. Excuse me. Will Simi ever return? It's funny with him, Dan. They've gone through so many contortions, iterations with Simi. You never know if you're going to get the real Simi or not. Initially, of course, they nerfed him on the website. Then the website was gone altogether. Now, I still have the app on my phone, but sometimes you'll go in and he's the typical batshit crazy Simi we've all grown to love. And other times you go in and he's just like nerfed right down and he doesn't say anything interesting. So, yeah, that's what I mean, Big Green. I never know. I don't know if we'd be doing more videos anyway, but you never know what you're going to get with him anymore. Gimster says, bit of a stretch coming from me, but would you guys be willing to lend some money? I'm going back to work, but need some help with getting myself off the ground again. Gimster, hit me up, in the Goosh private messages. Zarbon versus Chris. Jack Queen says, LOL, I heard you never know if you're going to get the real Semi or not. Ah, life, what next? If that ends up actually being a cop, looks like May, June is going to be boo time. Yeah, lifer, that's, well, I mean, the thing of it is, what the protesters have to understand, too, though, before things get out of hand, is the vast majority of the country's on their side. I mean, this isn't like, you don't have something going on like the civil rights struggles of the 60s, where half the country, at least, was hardcore racists that were trying to literally keep black people down. Everybody's on board with this. Everybody, 90% of people look at that video and they're like, yeah, why isn't that cop arrested? Why isn't he in prison? So you don't, to me, my thought, you don't want to take the protests overboard, continue with the violence, so on and so forth, because it weakens a very strong position. You have a lot of allies right now who are backing you up. more so I think now than, you're talking with the whole Michael, was it Michael Brown? There were extenuating circumstances. He rushed the cop and everything. The whole hands up, don't shoot didn't really happen. All that stuff made that a lot of blurred lines. There's no blurred line here. This guy was passing counterfeit bills and got choked to death for it. So right now, you've got public support. Overwhelming public support. Don't do something stupid and screw that up. Golden versus Christian Chrome says, there are 3D models of Christian up there. There's a lot of material to use to battle of who is more fucked up. Actually, I got in a little work this morning on what I'm hoping is going to be our next, excuse me, our next 3D model video. And it will make reference to my preference of Teen Titans Go over the original Teen Titans. And I will probably take a lot of heat for it in the video. I'm hoping I can make it all work. I've been working my ass off on that one. Yeah, I think it was a $20 counterfeit bill, I think, Eli. That's what I mean. The protesters have to understand the vast majority of the country is with them. A guy got choked to death over over a fake 20. That's just outrageous. There's no case, again, like in the Michael Brown thing, there's no accusation he was coming after the cops or was a danger in any way. He was passing counterfeit bills. No, he still hasn't gotten back to me about the Golden import, Chrome. It's kind of frustrating. This one I'm doing right now would be done in SFM. SFM, I'm further along on the learning curve, so to put stuff up to keep experimenting with, I'm using that, but at the same time, I go back and I'm learning more and more. I did a lot of research after we talked yesterday, and I was able to talk with a lot of people in the industry, and they seem to lean towards Blender for what I'm doing. They said if you're doing games, Unreal, Unity, that's the way to go. But they said if you're making videos, they think Blender will probably work for me. So I've been trying to do more Blender work as well. That's going to be a steeper learning curve. I mean, as far as time before I can actually put something to screen. But I'm hoping this thing will work out with SFM. You're Moisto Fista versus Sells Pizza Pie. Paida. Who wins and why? I can never bet against Moisto Fista. Because he's Moisto Fista. Look at that face. That's why. I mean, it's pretty. Krusty Bomb, is the Golden series going to get on YouTube? Yes. So we should make storyline material on stream. Should be a fun idea for extra vids. A lot of it's going to depend, Krusty Bomb. If it's the SFM storyline, most of that will be able to go on YouTube as is. If I end up with the storyline that I do using the Blender software, that's going to be a lot more raunchiness in there, and some of them would have to be heavily edited for YouTube, and the full version is posted at the Goosh. So it'll all depend. Regardless, I'm enjoying this 3D modeling, so there's going to be some risque. Once I get good at this, I'll tell the Gooshers right now, there will likely be some unfit for YouTube 3D videos coming up at the Goosh. Chrome says, yeah, well, Unreal is more a game engine, but Epic has developed tools for animation for shows in Unreal. They did talk about it to me last year during an event. Yeah, and they even covered that, Chrome. And again, I'm just, I'm not deep into it enough to know myself, but the people I've been able to find online who were willing to discuss it and were experienced with it had nothing bad to say about either software. They just said they think for what I'm doing that I'll probably work better with Blender. Raunchiness. And again, we get back to the Raven futon model. Yeah, Chrome. Oh, Joe. What is your favorite between pizza, bacon, and ice cream? I'm not a huge bacon fan. I mean, I'll eat it here or there, but as a fat guy, it's actually kind of concerning. I'm not a bigger bacon fan than I am. And I like ice cream, but come on, we're talking pizza. We got a winner. It's all about the pizza. Hey, Loki. Smokey Loki says, this is why I never believed in the saying, one person can't make a difference. All it took was one psychopathic cop to open up the proverbial floodgates. Ain't that the goddamn truth? I've never seen a year start and remain this bad for this long. Yeah. I've got a lot of years under my belt, Loki, and you're 100% right. Again, between just the bizarre nature of everything that's gone on in 2020, and as I alluded to earlier, just how divided this country is, and again, I was alive for the hippie era and all that. It's never been this bad before. Never. DXD season 5 is upon us. Are you ready, Big Daddy C? That's knowing the actually 4 is going to. I'm just going to be watching that starting in the next couple days over at the Goose. That's following Code Geass, so I can't wait. I love that show. Let's see. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. do 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 do. Hold on, Lex. I was just going to read that one. My theory about each month having its own shit show is looking even more convincing now. You're right, Lex. You're right. It's like each month adds to this tapestry of bullshittery. Morgan says, speaking of pizza, I have homemade pizza bagels. Yum. Ooh. You streaming tomorrow? I'll try catching at the beginning this time. I'm never sure, Morgan, especially weekends. I just have so much shit going on. I never know for sure. Because my goal is to stream every day, but as you guys see, that doesn't happen. So I hate to say yes, and then it doesn't take place. But I will be trying to stream tomorrow, most definitely. Absolutely. That's a good one, Willie. I hadn't thought of that. Shout out to that asshole Mayan who misspelled the apocalypse year as 2012 instead of 2021. That's pretty good. Yeah. You know, that was an important number to get right. He picked a bad time for his dyslexia to kick in. Timmy says at this rate I'm ready for zombies in August. Yet nothing. I don't think 2020 can do anything to surprise us. We already know, you know, with the videos that came out and everything, the potential for the aliens to be here is real. So, jeez. Dr. Richard Traeger says there are some really fun models in SFMDs like Bernie. I didn't see Sanders in there, is there? Lewd Teletubbies, I saw some of them. Dr. Phil, just a treat to your imagination. I didn't see the Sanders one, Dr. Traeger. That's a good one. Gone says, I can't wait to see what June brings. I just need Locust and I've completed Apocalypse Bingo. Wait, we had Locust. Gone, Africa did, right? Didn't Africa get overrun by locusts either earlier this month or during last month? Yeah, I think you've won, Gone. I think you completed it. I'm pretty sure that Africa had a serious... was it Africa? Yeah. I know somewhere in the world, I'm pretty sure it was Africa, had a serious locust problem. You've won. Bingo. Chrome says, hell, this year is so weird. Golden getting his own animated series. Yeah. That might be the height of the weirdness. Absolutely. Chrome says, so, question, Curtis, if I sent the old Christmas portrait of your wife model to Golden, what would he do with it? And how fast would YouTube ban you? Yeah. I don't even want to know where Golden would go with that. Although I have some pretty good ideas. Omega Project says 2020 has been a fucking shitstorm. Seriously, who did humanity tick off? No doubt. You know, and it's honestly true. As much as we laugh about, and you know me, I'm willing to laugh about anything. We laugh and joke about it because at this point, that's all you can do is just throw up your hands and have a laugh. But goddamn, you wonder what's next. It's just been so nonstop. It's like you genuinely wonder what might happen next. All right, guys. Well, I gotta go. I'm gonna continue trying to work on that video today, the one I told you about with the Teen Titans Go video. I've gotten a little portion of it done. I'm hoping I'll be able to accomplish it today. We'll see what happens. But guys, thank you as always. Free for all Friday. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I want to plug that link once more. This is 21 and All Grown Up. This guy is having serious problems and is on the verge of losing his business. And one of our crew in here knows him and wanted to see if anybody's willing to try and help him out. So please just check that link. I'm going to send it out once more, as a matter of fact. And I know it's money's tight for a lot of people. If you can't, you can't. We understand that. But if you want to help, please do. Sajil says, Curtis, I'm so ready for a live stream at the cave. Yeah, well, I will get my shit together for this weekend because we got to get another podcast up. Yeah, We'll be ready to go, Sajil. And one thing's for goddamn sure, there won't be any shortage of topics. I don't think there could be a shortage of topics in 2020, to be honest with you. But guys, thank you for this. Oh, Xenogames. Hello, late, am I? Dang it. You still battling PewDiePie? Have you won? Do you still blame Susan? It's been too long, guys. PewDiePie wouldn't respond to the challenge of a boxing match. Go figure. So I don't know if I've won or I've lost. And do I still blame Susan? Yes. I'm sorry you came in right at the end, Zeno. Hopefully I'll get, as I had mentioned a little while ago in the stream, hopefully I'll be able to stream on the weekend, though. Hopefully some of you guys can... Well, we never know if Susan's going to let you know if I stream anyway. But guys, thanks for the Free For All Friday stream. As always, this is... You guys know the routine. This is... Fuck off, train. I'm not even gonna give out the sticky stuff while the train's going by, because I don't want to take a chance that the train gets any. You're not getting premium sticky stuff, you asshole. That sounds like it was a short one. I can hear the rumbling. Yeah, I think he's gone. Yay, Zeno says. But thanks for being in while you could, Zeno. Okay, train's gone. Now, the premium quality best sticky stuff of the week. It's Free For All Friday. Everybody gather around, because Pompu. Sticky stuff for everybody. Sticky stuff, the premium, high quality sticky stuff will bang okay flashily like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, and always with extra emphasis on Fridays, goosh.